What's going on, guys? John the Video Guy here. Welcome back to my channel where I talk everything about video design and career building. Now in today's video I have something really cool for you guys. It's going to be an After Effects animation for whiteboarding. So if you need something, hand drawn or actually animated out like on a whiteboard, I'm going to show you guys how to do that in After Effects. But before we get started, I would really appreciate it if you hit the like button for the YouTube algorithm. It really helps my channel out. So with that, let's dive into this. So the first thing we'll have to do here is get a background for our whiteboard. So what's a cool website I found is called texturelabs.org, and you can search by a lot of different textures. So we'll just go into concrete and we'll pick a concrete background. So maybe this one, we'll hit the download button. And if you don't know, Texture Labs has a really cool YouTube channel. I'll link that down in the video description below. They have a lot of Photoshop tutorials, so feel free to check them out if you're interested. And inside After Effects, what we'll do is take our texture that we downloaded, import it, and then we'll go to Composition, New Composition, and we'll name this Whiteboard Animation. And you can choose whichever settings you want. I'm going to leave it at 1080. At 29 frames, and duration 30 seconds is okay. Click OK. We'll drag this texture in and we'll scale it down a little bit and maybe reposition it to something we like. So that looks good. And what we'll do is stylize this a little bit. You're probably wondering, well, John, it's a concrete texture, that's not really a whiteboard. But what we'll do is enhance this a little bit and kind of give it kind of like the whiteboard texture where you see some dark marks and basically dark splotches where it kind of looks like someone erased it. We'll kind of mimic that type of look. So the first thing we'll do is add a curves effect. So if we go to effects and presets, type in curves, drop this on, and what we'll do is just bring the darks all the way up so it looks like that. So that looks a lot better now. And what we'll also do is add a blur. So if we clear that out, type in blur. A good blur to use is Gaussian blur. So we'll drag this one out and we'll probably blur it to around 10 pixels, maybe 20 a little bit more. And we'll repeat edge pixels, and that's looking pretty good. You can even blur it a little bit more, maybe up to 30. And another thing that will sell this effect in texture is a vignette. So if we type in vignette, add this, that gives it a nice look and nice kind of whiteboard texture. So there you go. That's how to create the background. Now let's talk about the text. So the first thing we're going to do is create the text that actually writes in. And what every YouTuber will do and every tutorial of how to actually animate will use the stroke effect. So if you already know how to do that, feel free to skip forward, but I'm going to show you how to do that right now. But first, I want to shout out today's sponsor, the Post Show Podcast. Are you looking to take your video or design career to the next level? Well, the Post Show Podcast features conversations with entrepreneurs, video professionals, and content creators. Listen to their stories and learn valuable insights on what it takes to build a successful career. Season 2 just launched, and it's all about building a personal brand. So go check out the links down in the video description to see if you'd be interested. And with that, back to today's video. So grab your text tool and we'll just type out text, text, and we'll just click on it, go to your align panel and center it to the composition. And a good font for this is Permanent Marker, and that is a free Google font. Feel free to go grab that in the link down below in the video description. It's a really good whiteboard font and it's free, so it's a win-win. And what we'll do next is select the layer, grab our pen tool, and actually write or draw a mask on top of this. So we'll just do this. Kind of like writing it out, basically. And there we go. And the next part is we'll select our layer, go to Effects and Presets, clear this out, type in stroke. And we'll drag and drop this on the text, and we'll change first the paint style to reveal original image. And what this does is instead of painting on top of it, it'll basically reveal it. So it makes it transparent, and the mask or the stroke basically reveals it. And the next thing we'll want to do is change the brush size to fit the width of the actual font, which I believe 80 works. Actually, I think a little less, maybe 60. And change the brush hardness to 100. And what you'll want to do is keyframe the end. So keyframe it, change it to 0, and go out to maybe 2 seconds. And change the end to 100%. And we'll see what we got. So there we go, not bad. You can see right there we have a little bit of an issue. We can go back and clean this up a little bit. Maybe move the mask possibly a little bit. And change the width so you don't notice it as much. There we go. That looks good. All right, so the next part in this is to actually add the pen or the dry erase marker and animate it basically following this animation. That way it looks like it's actually revealing it. So I went ahead and saved some time, and I already went to Google and searched for a dry erase marker, basically keyed it out in Photoshop, and what I have is a PNG of a dry erase marker. So we're going to use that. Feel free to pause this tutorial if you need to and go get one. And honestly, you could use anything, but I'm just going to use this picture. And we'll drag it into the composition. And the first thing we'll want to do is change the anchor point. So grab your pan from behind tool and basically rearrange this to the tip of the dry erase marker. And this is important because basically you want the animation's anchor point to be from the tip, since that's where the point of action is going to be. And what we'll do is just select this layer and move it to the beginning of where it starts to draw. So that's where it begins, and that's how it's going to animate. And to achieve the animation process, we're going to use a pretty cool tool here in After Effects. It's called the Motion Sketch tool. And what Motion Sketch allows you to do is actually track your cursor's movement and make keyframes based off of it. So what we'll do to get to that is go to Window, Motion Sketch, and make sure that background is selected. And what we'll do is click Start Capture. And what this is going to do is basically once you click that, it'll capture the motion of your cursor as soon as you click on inside the composition. So I'll show you how this works. So if you click Start Capture, then you click and you drag, and it'll start basically capturing the motion of what you're doing. And end. So there you go. So we got it, and it's animating to my cursor drawing. And if we click on the layer in the timeline and we hit P, bring up position, you can see there's a bunch of keyframes. This is great, but obviously I can't animate the whole thing in 2 seconds. I'm not that quick. So we have to edit these keyframes to fit it inside the 2-second animation that the stroke effect has. So what we'll do is go to the 2-second mark. So go right there, and then select all your position keyframes. And what you'll want to do is hold down Option and click on the last keyframe, or if you're on a Windows, hold down Alt and click, and then basically click and drag so that the last keyframe is at that 2-second mark. And that will basically compress all these keyframes over a shorter distance of time, but still maintain, the space in between the keyframes. So this is a really nice trick that you can use, for motion design. And so if we play this back now, we can see we have an animation. That looks pretty perfect, honestly. We can go back in and clean this up a little bit to really fine tune, like right there, you can see that the pen is a little ahead of the X. So I'll show you how to do that. If you click on the layer, the best way to do this is go to Layer Pre-Compose, and what we'll do is just name this whatever you want. I'll just name this Pre-Comp. Move all attributes into the new composition and click OK. And what you can do is right click and go to Time, Enable Time Remapping. And what you'll want to do is make a keyframe at the 2-second mark. And then when it's good, you can make a keyframe. And when it's not good, you can make another keyframe and basically readjust that positioning so it's more on target. but feel free to fine tune it if you have longer text. This is pretty much the best way to kind of edit the time to match that stroke keyframing. So that's how you accomplish that. So yeah, that's the animation. So that's it for this tutorial. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you learned some different techniques between the stroke effect, how to change, the background to get that whiteboard look and feel, and also using motion sketch. There's a lot of different ways you can use this, even like chalkboard or different, not even like, for whiteboard, but you can imagine using the motion sketch and the stroke tool, you can do a lot of pretty cool things inside After Effects. So I hope this tutorial has helped you. If you want to learn more things about After Effects, I also put together a playlist. I'll link that right up here. Feel free to watch it. I've done a lot of different expressions and motion design tutorials in that playlist, so feel free to go ahead and check that out. Thanks so much for watching, and we'll see you next time.